Arbor from KCUR, and I'm here with my good friend Noreen Gaines, longtime volunteer and sustaining member of KCPT. And thank you for joining us for this Fab Four tribute concert. How much fun is this, Noreen?
This is terrific. These guys are the best tribute band I've seen, and being one of the original Beatlemaniacs,
yes,
I've seen a few Beatles tribute bands in my days.
So you're a proud card-carrying member of the Beatlemaniacs.
I wish there was a card.
Yeah, well, so to speak.
I would carry it if there was
right.
one.
And that's the thing, is like, some people might think, oh, these guys are Beatles impersonators, big whoop. But the musicianship that you're, not only do they look like these guys, but the singing and the instrumental playing is fantastic.
Yeah, and they do play the same instruments. Artie, who does Paul, learned to play bass left-handed.
Just for this role?
Just for this gig, yes.
No kidding.
And he's phenomenal. He has the eyebrows, they all have the movements and gestures down. You don't even have to close your eyes at a Fab Four concert to feel like you're at a Beatles concert.
Yes.
They are that good.
You know, I just had to do a double take watching this tonight because they look so much. Not only are they sounding vocally like them, but just the appearance is mind-blowing. This is so cool.
It really is. And to top that all off, Gavin, who does George, is actually from Liverpool.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when he talks, it's a real English accent for him.
So maybe he can be kind of a dialect coach for the guys on stage.
He
with
may
it, right?
be, I don't know.
Now this group started, I believe, in Southern California as a tribute. Now they have a Vegas show, and but Kansas City, you were saying earlier to me off camera, that is this the first or one of the first cities they came to?
Yes, they are all huge PBS supporters, and KCPT was the first PBS affiliate that they visited with the program that we're watching tonight. And they are committed to helping support PBS and the local PBS stations.
Now, how cool is this for you, being a sustaining member of KCPT and knowing that public broadcasting is so important to you? What a dream to watch a show of one of your favorite all-time groups.
Oh.
Well, a tribute to them, at least.
But they are so good, it's the closest you can get, I think.
Well, that's high praise coming from a huge fan like you.
Yes.
Well, you know,
because I'm very persnickety. I would probably be called a purist. Other artists who cover Beatles songs, you can hear me in the background muttering sacrilege, sacrilege, sacrilege. But not these guys. These guys are wonderful.
And what's so great is that you're going to have a chance to see them in late September when they come back to Kansas City.
I can't wait.
We're going to go over to our friends Rick and Renee, who will tell you how you can get yourself. Now, just to give you an indicator, as Noreen was saying, of how fun the guys in this Fab Four group are, we're going to show you some footage of the last time that they were here.
We started in Los Angeles. I met our bass player, Artie, who performs as Paul McCartney, and he was doing a song by Paul McCartney called Coming Up, and literally the hair on the back of my neck stood straight up. I couldn't believe how much he sounded like Paul McCartney, and we got together and formed the Fab Four there in California.
And everything you're doing is so accurate. It is not only the way that you look, the way you hold the instruments, but even the costumes are exact down to every patch.
They are. We studied all the little. The Beatles had these crazy patches that the Wells Fargo people gave them when they were at Shea Stadium in New York, and also, the instruments. And we're one of the only groups that plays everything live on stage as well. A lot of groups will have some guy in the back, some fifth Beatle or something, or playing. It's very popular to play to a tape or something like that, and we don't do any of that. We're four guys. We play everything live on stage, so everything that you're hearing is being performed live.
That was footage from the last time the guys from the Fab Four were here in Kansas City, helping to support Kansas City. And some critics say that Artie's one of the most convincing Paul McCartneys they've ever seen.
Oh, my word.
This is a true Beatles fan.
I've played South Korea before, and it's pretty similar. Kind of, it's in the Asian, part of the world. And what happened when we played in Korea was no one clapped for any of the songs.
Really?
Yeah, honest to God. And then at the end...
How disconcerting.
I know, you're playing, I think it sounds okay, And then what happens is they all went away, and then they came back and they brought gifts.
Oh my
And he said it was the best thing, and then you played to the Canadians, a bit more reserved. You play to the Canadians, and then eventually towards the end of the show, and then everyone's on the feet. But the Americans, as soon as you go, oh yeah,
Yes, as one does,
yes,
absolutely.
crazy.
Yes. Okay.
Wow, these guys have been everywhere with people screaming like that. Now, Noreen, do you scream like that when you see the Beatles?
No.
You're more of a crier?
I was never a screamer. I was always a crier.
Okay.
I would sit there quietly and just tears of joy stream down my face.
Because the last time the Fab Four was here,
Yes.
the meet and greet, you did some trivia.
Yes.
And we got some diehard Beatles fans here.
Yes, and we had some diehard Beatles fans who were at the meet and greet last year. I don't know that I stumped many of them. There may have been like 2 or 3 questions that the folks didn't have the answers to at hand, but it was great fun. People were shouting answers, and we just had such a good time while we were waiting for the guys to come up from backstage to chat with us and pose for photos with us. Great fun guys when they're themselves, but when they put on the costumes and they take on the persona, it's just phenomenal and mind-blowing.